wonderful crafty friends. It is time for another creative video. I'm going to be using my project picker to decide what it is I'm going to be working with today. If you don't know what the project picker is and would like to find out, I will link a video down below that will talk about it and tell you all about this wonderful, helpful guide to crafting. Okay, so I'm going to roll my die, and I've got a 15. So 15 is mica powders and perfect pearls. So now I have to roll between a 1 and 11. I only have 11 ideas written down for this. We're going with 3. Okay, so create a full perfect pearl background with Versamark ink, then stamp on it with Versamark to lift some of the pearls. Okay, fantastic. That is what we're going to rock with today. So I'm going to get some supplies happening and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got a few different colors of perfect pearls out. I've got a soft bristled brush, and I've got both some Versamark and the Perfect Medium by Ranger that is specifically meant for the perfect pearls. Both of those, or either of those, will work just fine. And then I've got some colored cardstock that I've cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. The darker cardstocks will work better for this technique. However, you can certainly use lighter colors, just that it'll show up more on the darker ones. Okay, to begin, I'm going to use the blue patina on the green cardstock and the green patina on the blue cardstock. All right, so first I am going to use this Pink Fresh Nested Diamond background stamp. It does come apart into different pieces. However, I think I'm going to use it as a whole. Okay, so I'm putting my stamp in the corner of my Misty. Gonna open her up, and then I'm going to lay my cardstock. Come here. Wow. Lay my cardstock on top of the stamp. I don't have one of those sticky mats at all, so I'm going to use just a tiny piece of double-sided adhesive on the back of this. And then close my Misty up. Turn it over, and then that way my piece is exactly where I want it to be. And I'm going to ink this up, ink up my stamp with Versamark ink. Okay, and I'm going to take note of the placement of my blue piece, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing to my green piece here. Fantastico! Okay, so now we are going to cover both of those with the Perfect Pearls. So I'm just going to put a piece of paper in behind here just to catch all the extra. So on this one I'm going to do the blue patina. Hopefully this will show up quite well. Great, and now I'm just going to sweeper brush and just go over the whole thing to get any extra powder. Oh, look at this shimmer, it's so pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same thing with this one, except I'm going to go opposite color schemes. Okay. You don't need very much. These are going to last quite a while. Okay, again, I'm just going to use my sweeper brush. Okay, so there are those. Okay, now I've got 2 pieces of cardstock that measure 3 by 3. I'm going to cover the entire piece of cardstock with the Versamark ink. Okay, and I'm going to work with the same colors. I just put way too much on here. You don't need nearly this much. This is way too much. Okay, I'm going to try and put some of this back into the container before I continue. That was a lot. Okay, now putting the blue patina on the green cardstock. Oh, this is such a pretty color. Okay, fabulous. Bring my Misty back in. Okay, and now I've got a big and bold Colorado Craft Company stamp, and I'm going to use just one of these squares. I'm going to do some stamp surgery here. So I just want this one square. So I'm going to put one of these in here, right in the corner. Alright, and now I'm going to ink this up with the Versamark again, and the ink will lift off some of that Perfect Pearls. Okay, I'm going to clean off my stamp and I'm going to do it again. Oh, just realized that I'm off screen. Gosh, how long has it been that I've been off screen? I'm so sorry. There we go. See how that's lifted? Now we're going to do the same thing with the other piece over here. So each time you do this, it will take off a little bit more of the Perfect Pearls and give you a sharper image underneath. Nice. Okay, now I'm going to cut my backgrounds in half. And I'm also going to cut these in half. Okay, so before I put these all together onto a card, I want to set the Perfect Pearls, so I'm just going to spritz a little bit of water and just into the air, and then run my card through it. I don't want like water droplets on my card. I just want just enough mist in the air to set the Perfect Pearls. Or you could use a sealant, like a spray sealant, take it outside and spray it. Okay, and now I'm going to adhere these onto a card base. So I've got a card, it's a top folding card. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to adhere my card panels down. So I've got half of the green. Okay, and then I'm going to go with half of the blue down here and match it up. You could use wet adhesive for this as well. I just had my tape runner right beside me, so I just thought I'd use that. So line those up. Okay, and then we're going to put some foam tape onto the 2 triangle bits. And I'm going to pop them down opposite. So the blue one is going to go on the green part and the green one is going to go on the blue part. Okay, so I just finished it off with a Tim Holtz small talk sticker, and it says, "Always be on the lookout for the presence of wonder." I just backed it on just a little snippet of white cardstock because I felt like it needed to be just a tiny bit wider. But I didn't want to put too much on this because it was already so busy with everything going on, but I really like it. It's so pretty. It's got so much sheen. These two colors really, the background I really like. This didn't come out quite as prominent as I thought it would, but I still quite like it. All right, so that is card 1. And then I made a second card just with the leftover pieces and just cut it up into 4 parts and kind of did a little paper piecing like that, and then cut a frame and this Good Vibes sentiment. It's a Simon Says stamp die. I've used this one a few times. I like this one. And cut a frame and that from the same colored cardstock, the blue cardstock, and then just triple embossed it and then popped it up on some foam tape so it's like nice and thick. So those are the 2 cards that I made using the Perfect Pearls lift technique. I think I'm going to try this again with some lighter color of the pearls so it kind of pops even more. So I think there's a lot of things that we could probably do with this. So I'm going to do this again at some point. And Zuri just wants to say goodbye. Come here, come into the frame so they can say bye to you. Zuri, come here. There he is. Look up. Look up. What's happening? What's happening? He's done. He's like, no, I'm not doing what you want me to do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back very soon with another video. Have an amazing day. Big hugs. Bye.